Hello, my fellow YouTubers. This is Romans with Romans 612 Ministries. That is my son playing in the background. Say hi, Bubba. Bubba, say hi. Hi. Anyway, you can keep throwing rocks. No big deal. Anyway, today I'm going to get a little bit off topic. We decided to come outside and enjoy the great outdoors. This is a beautiful little creek we have behind my house. And he likes to throw rocks into the water. As you can tell, there he is. He's 3 years old. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about marriage and women. Now, for you who have been married for a while, or for you who are in very long committed relationships, you know that this has been a terrible thing for you to try to figure out. Why is it every time you go to say something, all of a sudden it turns into this big ordeal? Or when something is important to you, it's not important to her. That goes vice versa. When something is important to her, it's not necessarily important to me. And then sometimes I act like it's not important to me. I might do or say things that are very mean, and vice versa. She could do the same thing. She says things that could be very mean. Men, you know this happens. It happens all the time. When she is sitting on the couch and she's got this face like this, and she's tweeting, texting, doing all this stuff, you know, or getting on her Facebook, posting pictures and commenting and all that other stuff. But then you look at her and you say, hey, babe, what's up? And she goes, nothing. Yeah, yeah, right, okay. You're trying to tell me nothing's wrong, but you look like somebody just killed your dog. Women need to open up a little bit more. They really do. See, we're men, and we have a tendency to look things rationally. That's the way we look at it. Women are very emotional. Everything is an emotional response. It's always got to be something about you hurt my feelings, or you shouldn't do that because it's damaging my self-esteem, and blah, 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 blah. Men, on the other hand, real men, don't do that. Look, you say something, I can go ahead and critique my best friend. It ain't no big deal. He might call me a jerk or some other mean words, but it doesn't really matter. But for women, it's different. And I think that we need to try to figure this out together. When you're in a marriage, you are in a very long committed relationship. That's forever. That's what a marriage is. That is until death do we part. That is what it is, in sickness and in health. And that also does mean during arguments, during different viewpoints, different opinions. It's not a diplomacy. But what it is it's a relationship between you two and trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Now, I know that I can say something to her and she will go off the wall because all of a sudden it's this big, humongous thing. And why did you say that? I'll walk up to her and be like, hey, babe, how's it going? What are you talking about? How's it going? And it's true. That kind of stuff happens, man. You know what I'm talking about. And then vice versa. She could say something to you, and to a man, there's nothing worse than being disrespected. There's something about it that just really irks us. When we have been disrespected by the one that we are together with for the rest of our life, it tears us up. Then we end up saying and doing things that we shouldn't, and we really shouldn't. And then later on, you can choose to apologize, or you can choose not to. I choose to apologize. Granted, it may be a couple of days later, and it might not be, an exact apology of what it, babe, I was wrong, I shouldn't have done that. I do that sometimes, but most of the times, sorry. Because you're a man, and saying you're wrong is not that easy. Women, you need to try to understand that we love you. But you need to kind of try to get away from this emotional crap that you see all the time. When you're cruising Facebook all the dang time and you're seeing all these supposed lovely relationships, oh, and look what this guy did to her, isn't that so sweet? And look what this happened, and then you're watching those movies about love and all that stuff. Come on, get that crap out of your head. That is not how it is. This is work. It takes a lot of work, but it takes a lot of working together. See that ring? That signifies that I love you for the rest of my life. Same thing for other men. They love you for the rest of their life. That's what they are there for. So it's time for us to be more compassionate and understanding in each other's ways. And men, it is time for you to start loving your women. Love them as God loved you. That is what you're supposed to do. No matter how ridiculous her attitude sounds or how ridiculous it is. Why do they have to move furniture once a month? Does that make any sense to you guys? Like, why do I have to come home from work and all of a sudden I go to sit down in my chair and it's not there anymore? My TV's on the other side of the room, or the bed has been moved across the room. My dresser is no longer there. Why? It just really gets to me. I don't understand that, but that's what women do. So we need to understand that. And women, you need to understand that men kind of like routine. That's how we are. Most of us aren't sporadic. And if we are sporadic, we're sporadic routinely. That's just how it is. We like things to be in a certain order. Our tools have to be in a certain order. Our guns have to be in a certain order. Our ammo is categorized. If you're a real man, you do categorize your ammo. Your clothes, that's a different story. Most of us probably just pile it up in the corner or at the foot of the bed like me. She really hates that. She's getting used to it though. Listen. People, just love each other. Do as the word says. Love each other. Love your wife. Women, love your husbands. Love them. Try to understand what gets to them. And try not to do those things that really bother them. And on the other hand, the other person that gets bothered by that stuff when they do those things, try to understand that that's probably part of their personality and it's not going to change. So get used to it and get over it and get over yourselves. This is something that I really need to do myself. I need to get over myself. I need to understand that I am not some Japanese samurai honor system man. You disrespect me. I am not that kind of a person. That is not who I am. Although I like to try to act like that, that is not who I am. I am supposed to be a very loving and caring husband. Sweet and kind and gentle. Because that's what the word tells me to be. And that's enough of this fighting, enough of this arguing, enough of this bickering and crap that tears families apart. Start to apologize to each other. Start to understand each other. And things will definitely go a lot better. Don't do what you see in the movies. Don't be sarcastic. Don't be demeaning. Be understanding. Because the demeaning stuff doesn't work. Being mean to each other does not work. Trying to stand your ground doesn't work. Because if it did work, then we would have less than a 77% divorce rate. And that's in the secular and in the church. I mean, there's no difference between the two. And that should tell you something right there. That really should. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you like to, comment below. Give me a like if you liked it. If you don't like it, don't like it. I don't really care, but just comment, man. I like comments. Anybody who's out there, just give me some comments, and I will comment back, regardless of what you say. I don't really care. Say whatever you want. All right, guys? Well, this is Romans 612 Ministries. God bless.